Hello students, welcome to electronics class. In today's session, in continuation with the op-amp applications, we'll go to non-linear applications of op-amp. Till the last class, we have gone through linear applications of op-amp. In that, we have studied op-amp adder and subtractor circuits. In that circuits, we have used the resistor, that is only passive element, that is resistors. Using resistors, we have derived the expressions for output voltages of op-amp adder and subtractors. Whereas in this case, in nonlinear applications, we are going to study the differentiator and integrator circuits. You people already aware of what is differentiation, what is integration in your mathematics. So here op-amp adds, subtracts, also differentiates and integrates. Okay, so in op-amp adder and subtractors, what we used to get is for the output of op-amp adder, we used to get the sum of the input voltages. Whereas in op-amp subtractor, the op-amp subtractor used to give the output voltage, which is the difference between the two input voltages. That and all we have already derived and also solved some problems, numericals on that. Here in op-amp differentiator or integrator circuit, we are going to use the reactive element, that is capacitor. So obviously the AC flowing through the resistor and capacitor different. Obviously it is different. Resistors will be acting same for AC and DC, whereas capacitor is not like that. So whenever AC comes into picture, these reactive elements, they are frequency sensitive. So whenever we use capacitor in this circuit, the derivation is somewhat different. We can here the output will be what output we are getting is how the input is going to change with respect to time. That we will study. How output of the integrator or differentiator tells us how the input is going to change with respect to time. That will come to know by differentiator and integrator circuits. So in op-amp differentiator, the definition is a circuit whose output is proportional to the derivative of its input voltage. So here in this circuit, it looks like a inverting amplifier circuit, but instead of the input resistance here, input Vi is applied through a capacitor. So this is the op-amp differentiator circuit where the input is applied to the inverting terminal of the op-amp through a capacitor, not the resistor. So RF is the feedback resistor which is connected between the point A, our input, and the point A and the inverting terminal and the output. And IF is the current flowing through the RF. As we know, here also we are considering ideal op-amp. So for an ideal op-amp, or consider ideal op-amp, A is equal to gain is equal to infinity, and also input impedance is also infinity. Therefore, the current entering into the op-amp, that is represented by IB, that will be 0. And from the virtual ground concept, we know that VA is equal to VB and is equal to 0. This is since from the virtual ground concept. So VA is equal to VB, and that is VB is at non-inverting terminal, VB that is grounded. So VA is also treated as a ground potential because of virtual ground, which we have already studied. So here by applying KCL to the node A, at node A, what happens? II is equal to IB plus IF. As we know, IB is equal to 0, II is equal to IF, since IB is equal to 0 because of infinite input impedance. So II can be written as, II is the charging current through the capacitor. So in inverting amplifier it was resistor, so the expression for the current was different, V by R. Whenever a resistor comes, we will apply Ohm's law, V by R it was. Here charging current through the capacitor. So how the charging current IA can be represented, that is dq by dt. The expression for the current, charging current, is dq by dt. So is equal to IF can be represented as VA minus V0 by RF. We know that Q is equal to CV, charge Q is equal to CV. C is the capacitance of the capacitor, whereas V is the voltage across the capacitor, that we have already studied in first PU, passive electronic components. I guess you people remember this Q is equal to CV, the expression. So if I replace Q by, in terms of capacitance and voltage across it, Q D into CV divided by dt is equal to VA is 0, so minus V0 by RF. Write the circuit explanation and also the derivation. So C is a constant because capacitance of the capacitor will not be varied with respect to time, right? Capacitance of the capacitor we cannot be varied with respect to time, so it can be treated as constant. C into dVi by dt, voltage across the capacitor is this input voltage, is equal to minus V0 by RF. By rearranging this equation, we can write V0 is equal to minus RFC into dVi by dt. So from this we can write thus the output voltage is proportional to the derivative of input voltage. How proportional? How it depends, that is decided by the value RF and C. So you can write V0 is proportional to dVi by dt. This is the expression for differentiator. It is differentiator, not the difference amplifier. Difference amplifier is different from differentiator. Difference amplifier where the output is output of the differential amplifier is the amplified version of the difference between the two signals. Okay, it will amplify the difference between the two signals, whereas differentiator circuit differentiates the input signal. That means the output is equal to differentiation of the input. Okay. So if I look into the input and output waveforms, if the input waveform is a sine wave, if the input waveform is a sine wave, the output will be cosine wave. Differentiation of sine is cos, So output will be cosine wave, but it is inverted. That means output is 90 degree, will get output, in the output 90 degree phase shift. So and also inverted signal. So it is a, if the input is a sine wave, sinusoidal wave, output is a cosine wave. So there may be questions like, if the input of the integrator is a sine wave, what will be the output? Or the sketch the wave, output waveform of the differentiator, sorry, not the integrator, sketch the output of the differentiator when the input is a sine wave. And if the input is square wave, if the input of the differentiator is square wave, then the output will be spike waveform. If the input is a square wave, the output is a spike wave. The amplitude of the output waveform, that depends on the value of RF and C, because it will amplify the derivative of the input. Output is going to amplify the derivative of the input. So the amplitude, maximum amplitude of the output can be decided by the RF and C values. And if the input is a triangular wave, if the input of the differentiator is a triangular wave, output is a square wave but in the inverted version. If the input is a triangular wave, the output is a square wave. So they have asked lots of time, that is sketch the output of the differentiator if the input is the triangular wave, or sketch the output of the differentiator if the input is a square wave, something like that. So 1 mark questions compulsory it will be. Okay, look at the next circuit, that is op-amp as an integrator. In this circuit, I have made a small change, that is capacitor is connected in the feedback circuit, not in the input circuit. In differentiator, it was connected in the input circuit, whereas here in integrator, it is connected in the feedback circuit. So Vi is the input applied through the resistor Ri, and Ia is the current flowing through it, whereas C is the capacitor which is connected between the inverting terminal and the output and IF is the current flowing through the capacitor, and non-inverting terminal is grounded. So non-inverting terminal is grounded, the inverting terminal, the point A, is also treated as a zero potential, as a virtual ground concept. So if we consider the definition is a circuit whose output is proportional to the integral of its input. That means the output is the integration of the input waveform or input signal. Here we consider ideal op amp. For an ideal op amp, gain is equal to infinity, and also Zi, input impedance, is also infinite. So VA is equal to VP is equal to 0 by virtual ground concept. And the current flowing into the op amp is equal to 0 because Zi is infinite. Therefore, if I apply KCL, all the derivation in op amp are depending on the virtual ground concept and an ideal op amp concept. Applying KCL at node A, II is equal to IB plus IF. Since IB is equal to 0, II can be written as IF. And II can be written in terms of voltage and resistance, that is VI minus VA divided by RI, that is equal to IF is the current flowing through the capacitor, so that can be written as it is dq by dt. So VI by RI, as VA is equal to 0, that we know, VI by RI is equal to d into CV divided by dt. So VI by RI is equal to C into d by dt of this V can be written as VA minus V naught, the voltage across the capacitor. So VI by RI is equal to C into d by dt of VA is 0 minus V naught it is. So VI by RI minus C d by dt of V naught. Then applying integration on both sides, or integrating on both sides, integration of VI by RI is equal to minus C into d by dt, integration of d by dt of V naught. As Ri is a constant and C I will take this side, it is 1 by minus 1 by Ri into C, integration of Vi can be written as V naught, or V naught is equal to minus 1 by RIC into integration of Vi. So you can also write this, V naught is proportional to integration of Vi, that is output is proportional to the integral of the input. So if the input of the integrator is a sine waveform. If the input of the integrator is a sine waveform, then output will be cosine waveform. Output will be cosine waveform. Here it is not inverted because already it is minus cos, right? Integration of sine is minus cos, but already the inverted sign, minus sign is there, so it will be starting from the positive peak. If the input waveform is a square wave, the output will be triangular wave. The same type of questions may be asked in the examination. Sketch the output waveform for the given square waveform. Output waveform of the integrator they will ask, or differentiator. They will give the waveform, that time you have to sketch the output waveform. If they have given the square waveform, then you should write like triangular waveform. So these derivations may be asked for 5 marks. They have asked lot of times. Either they will ask adder, subtractor, or integrator, or differentiator. And that's all for today. Any doubts? Text me. Thank you.